People often only associate the hit song with the singer. They usually forget there's a whole crew behind it. One of the most neglected people in this whole scenario are usually the songwriters. Writers pen down the words, which you then keep singing, but their name hardly makes it to any mainstream recognition. One such name is Terius Youngdill Nash, aka The Dream. He's the guy who wrote some of the biggest songs you've ever heard, like Beyonce's Single Ladies, Rihanna's Umbrella, and the song that catapulted Justin Bieber into a global phenomenon, Baby. Hello everyone, and welcome to True Celebrity Stories. Today we'll discuss all about the superstar writer The Dream, who's the mind behind some of the greatest hit songs you've ever heard. But before we get started, don't forget to like, comment, and share. Also, subscribe and hit the bell icon so you'll never miss any updates. Early life. Terius Nash was born on 20th September 1977 in North Carolina. When he was 2 years old, his family moved to Atlanta. From an early age, he was quite interested in music. He started playing the trumpet when he was just in elementary school. In addition to trumpets, he also started playing guitars and piano. Terius was just 15 years old when his mother passed away. This prompted him to write songs. He let out all his feelings when he used to write them. After his mother passed away, he moved in with his grandfather, who made sure that Nash doesn't stray away from his path. He belonged to a well-off family, so he never had to worry about much, but that also meant he had no excuse for not doing well in life. He still remembers the struggles his grandfather told him about. He came out of a bad time for blacks in the South, but even though we lived in the hood, we had a boat, some cars, and a house that was paid for, so I've always had a different outlook on life. There's nothing I can't do. Terius as a singer. Terius's main accomplishment has always been writing commercially and critically acclaimed songs, but the artist in him also wanted to try singing after gaining momentum as a songwriter. He signed a record deal with Def Jam in 2007 and started working on his first album, Love/Hate. The album was even produced by him and had impressive features like Rihanna. Nash has always been famous for writing some of the most iconic songs within minutes. The case wasn't different when it came to his own album. He wrote and recorded all the 12 songs in just 8 days. Upon release, the album was praised by some of the hardest critics in the business. They like how he was trying to bring R&B back, a genre that kind of got lost after 2005. Nash even won the Best New Artist at the BET Awards. What started as a debut album soon turned into a series for The Dream. In 2009, he released his second album, and in continuation of the theme of love in the first one, he decided to call it Love vs. Money. Tricky Stewart was his co-producer on most tracks of his first album, and for the second album too, he decided to get him on board. Rockin' That Shit was the most popular song from the album, and the album got a score of 83 out of 100 on Metacritic. The album even peaked at the second spot on Billboard 200 chart. In 2010, The Dream came with another album from his Love series and titled it Love King. Like his previous albums, this album too got good reviews, but it wasn't as commercially successful as his second album. He even called it his best album to date, but according to his fans, the album was underwhelming compared to his second one. To this day, he believed Love King was his best work. Love King was the death of physical music and the birth of digital music. I actually learned the most from Love King. I was probably the last artist to break what we used to consider the normal way of releasing music. At the same time, I'm helping produce this guy who changes the way things are presented and consumed in Justin Bieber. This was around the same time that Baby dropped. I wrote this record that changed the way people saw and started to consume artists. Nash first announced that Love King would be his last album, but after some time he announced that he's working on the fourth studio album. Initially, he wanted to make it another part of his Love series, which is why the album was first titled Love Affair, but then he decided to change it. The album kept on delaying and its name kept on changing. First it was Love Affair, then it became the Love 4, then Love 4, Diary of a Madman, and at last that name that was finalized was Foreplay. Terius as a songwriter/producer. Initially, Nash started his career as a songwriter. In 2001, he met with producer Lainey Stewart and got a publishing deal with the record. His first writing gig was to pen lyrics for B2K's album Pandemonium. He wrote everything on that album. Next, he wrote Britney Spears' Me Against the World, but his breakthrough song came when he wrote Umbrella for Rihanna. That song earned him his first Grammy nomination. In 2008, Nash wrote and produced the biggest song of Beyonce's career, Single Ladies. The song found a place on her third album, I Am Sasha Fierce, and it went on to shatter records. The song got Nash 2 Grammy Awards, one for the Song of the Year and the other for Best R&B Song. Nash has always said he likes writing that one career making a song for a new artist than writing for already established singers. He gave the reason for this in an interview. The hardest thing to do is write inside of have a catalog that already has huge hit songs because I don't want to get with you and drop the ball. It's like inheriting a team that won a championship last year. So now if you go out with that championship team and you lose, then that's your fault. Nash's conscience is very strong when he's writing. He wrote Lemonade as an answer to his bop anthem Single Ladies. He felt that Lemonade was the record where the complexities of the relationship were to be explored, especially after he felt he was the one to push girls to marry less prepared guys. His exact words were, "I didn't want to dance around it. All the other guys can pretend like it didn't happen or they don't have to say anything. Maybe to bring it up is a mistake, but nobody had a problem talking about it when I wrote the record Single Ladies, which is the opposite. I was the one that was writing the record to get you with the guy that's like, I'm good, I can't do it, / get married. I'm not doing it," because he didn't want to be in a place where he would get in trouble. I feel responsible. Nash also worked with his now ex-wife Christina Milian on her 4th album. Nash said that he was really looking forward to working with her on Elope as she's truly a talented singer, but then Christina's marriage with Terius fell apart and her album was never released. Everything she recorded with Nash was scrapped. Love life. Terius Nash had a much more happening love life than that of a pop star. He first got married to singer Nivea in 2004 and had 3 children with her. The couple got separated in 2007, and even in interviews, Nash blamed himself for not quite understanding the responsibility that comes with marriage. They eventually got divorced in 2008. When Terius was working with Christina on her album Elope, he started dating her. It resulted in her getting pregnant, and the couple got married in 2009 in Vegas. Soon after their marriage, rumors of Nash cheating on her started floating, and it ended up in Christina filing for divorce just days before the birth of their daughter. After divorcing Christina, Nash had a fling with Lydia, but even that ended with him becoming a father again. Currently, Terius is married to Lalon Martinez and they have 4 children. Nash secret tied the knot in 2014, and it has been 7 years. Till now, there have been no rumors of trouble in paradise. Legal trouble. In 2013, Terius was arrested in California on charges of domestic violence. He had allegedly hit his pregnant girlfriend Lydia Nam. In 2014, Terius was arrested on the account of felony assault and strangulation, reckless endangerment, and child endangerment for hitting his then pregnant girlfriend in 2013. After appearing in the court, he was eventually cleared of all charges, and since then he hasn't been in any legal trouble. Legacy. Nash believes that his legacy should be bigger than his existence. Some of the biggest men in the game call him the secret weapon, magical talent, and whatnot. He knows his worth well. In his interview with Rolling Stone, he called himself the Benz. I feel like a Benz. I feel like a Rolex. I feel like these things that are made great and never die. So that's how I carry my music. And eventually, people stumble onto you. Mercedes is probably as big as it's ever been. Doesn't mean there wasn't that good in 1988. You gotta give the legend time enough to catch up. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel and hit that bell button to get the notifications. Also, don't forget to watch other videos on this channel that explore more topics like this.